And anyway, we are back. Continuing with the last episode of Alone in the Dark left off. How you folks doing? Welcome to episode 10. 10 episodes into this madness. Fun fucking times, man. Fun times.
To be around here somewhere. He wouldn't leave this house.
I don't know what to think anymore. You run into that detective fella?
Who is he? Can he be trusted?
I think he one of the good guys. Well, you know, like us.
Will he be all right with her coming? Praise the mother.
He don't need to know about all that. Just calm down. It ain't time yet.
God. Hurts.
As far as I can tell, Detective Comby seems to be solving problems, not causing them.
Just be ready in case he starts.
I don't like that at all. That was suspicious as hell. Because I've met them both on separate occasions, so... What are y'all doing?
The two orderlies still hadn't found Jeremy. Conby figured this was good news. Emily had reminded him about some strange deaths at Derceto, and Conby wasn't sure who he could trust.
Well, I gotta get into Dr. Gray's office then, fun times, so we'll figure out where we can go and where we can't go. Okay, there's the clerk's office, there's Dr. Gray's office, and there's everything else. Okay. Oh, shit.
Christ, what the hell was that?
Wasn't people, I'll tell you that much. Lunacy and the Astarte Artist Colony.
Lunacy and the Astarte Artist Colony, a monograph by Yael Klein. In early 1909, the old Derceto plantation outside of New Orleans was turned into an artist's colony. 3 famous European artists rented the house and the surrounding land from the owner, the Ledoux family. The colony was chiefly run by Sebastian Cortez, who was playfully dubbed the captain by his collaborators, William Arges and Heinrich Kassel. The colony existed for 6 years, until one day all 12 members disappeared without a trace. It is widely believed that their disappearance is connected to the disastrous hurricane that passed through on September 29, 1915, but nothing truly supports this claim. What is known is their frequent participation in New Orleans nightlife, their love for hosting parties, and their elaborate contributions to the Mardi Gras parades as the Pirates of Pontchartrain. Accounts of their lifestyle can be found in almost every gossip column. It can effectively be summed up as carefree and bohemian. In late June 1909, the name Astarte first appeared in the newspapers. Cortez said the name came to him as he was painting. There is never any claim to knowing about the ancient Phoenician fertility goddess with the same name before this time. His fellow colonist Heinrich Kassel did know, because he later produced sculptures that show clear references to ancient idols of the goddess. It's impossible to know for sure how this name suddenly made an appearance, but it is interesting because of Derceto's history. Even the name Derceto is the Greek name of a Syrian fertility goddess. In the case of naming the plantation, Derceto was certainly not an accident. We know that Elijah Pickford intended to build a temple for his cult, for he had distributed pamphlets 2 years prior to the purchase of the land, advertising his intentions. His followers were estimated to be almost 100 men and women, mostly sailors, Maroons, and Cajuns, when the plantation was built. To outsiders, Derceto registered as an ordinary slave plantation, which enabled Pickford and his flock to remain hidden for decades. The official story is that the cult lasted until 1862, when the Union Army came and burned down the plantation and scattered all who lived there. Following the Civil War, new people started to congregate in the ruins of Derceto to invent a new fertility goddess, the Shub Niggurath. As much as Derceto is a particular name to have heard of, it's not entirely uncommon among the learned. Astarte is equally known and could have been subconsciously chosen by well-read artists. Shub Niggurath is, on the other hand, very uncommon. Almost impossible that anyone in Louisiana would have heard that name. The name is referenced only in rare books like Unausprechlichen Kulten and the Necronomicon. It is believed to be a bastardization of Arabic words meaning pertaining to the dark young. The few paragraphs printed on the goddess are so upsetting that no one in their right mind would want to build a religion resting on such qualities. The Shub Niggurath cult was hard to get rid of, but it is believed that despite the police jailing and killing several cultists over the years, the main culprit in the cult's demise is the cult itself, which seems to line up with every instance of cult activity on Derceto's grounds. When Captain J.W. Norton of the Union Army arrived, he described the people at Derceto as malnourished and maniacal. As much as the army tried to save them, they fought back with fervor, as if nothing was going to stop them from slowly destroying themselves. While the disappearance of the Astarte artist colony remains a mystery, the recurring motif seems to suggest that their fate involved lunacy and a hunger for self-sacrifice to that fertility goddess with 1,000 names.
1,000 names, 1,000 masks. We've heard it before, folks. Uh-huh. Opera playbill, fun times, fun times. Oh?
Mrs. Thompson, I understand the last week has been busy. Under these circumstances, I find it important to remind you that Derceto's concerns are not a public matter, nor is it something that should upset you. Please continue your excellent work, and don't spend a thought on the death of Perosi, or, more importantly, the suicide of Cassandra Beauregard. They should mean nothing to you or the staff. I rely on your loyalty, and trust that your close kinship with the Tabois siblings will keep Derceto's secrets hidden. Dr. Gray.
Isn't Cassandra Beauregard writing out the story and narrating in the book, though? Okay.
What is that?
Let it happen. You want this? You need to do this to matter? What the fuck? I always knew that tree talked. So Dr. Gray's office should be upstairs from here then, I think. Okay, plaza, stair hall, reception, the clerk's office, Dr. Gray's office. Dr. Gray's apartment. Okay. Yeah, so this is the way, right? Do not disturb. God damn it.
I think Dr. Gray might be in there. Perfect time to snoop around his office then.
Okay, that's his apartment, so go downstairs. This is here.
It's blocked. It's blocked.
Oh my god, everywhere is fucking blocked. Jesus Christ, man. Holy hell. Trust me?
Brother, I need you to trust me. This is the most important moment in our family's history. I know you have doubts and that the terrible Mama Loa told you lies. I would never betray you. I promise. Lottie.
To Detective Carnby, that's me.
Detective Carnby, I'm terribly sorry that my niece has pulled you into this mess. Please, with all my blessings, take her away from this cursed place. I have destroyed that eater of worlds and locked it away in the attic and retreated to a place of hiding. Tell Emily I'm safe. Tell her all the lies you can think of to make her listen. Take her back to New Orleans. Sincerely, Jeremy.
I'm gonna try to help you out, Jeremy. No promises, though. Hello, hello.
Detective Carnby. Good to see you again. Solved your case yet?
I'm trying. Hey, Grace, you okay?
Oh, she is just peachy, Detective. Are you looking forward to the Feast of St. John, Grace?
I can't wait!
Kids, ain't they great?
What exactly are you planning for tonight?
Oh, not much. We eat, we drink, we pay tribute to the wishing tree in the conservatory. The usual.
Then why all the excitement?
There isn't. just something about tonight. Something's different. I think we all feel it. Besides, we got ourselves some new words for the prayer thanks to your buddy Jeremy.
She'll come and turn the world inside out, and things will begin again.
Oh, y'all are all brainwashed into unleashing some eldritch god. Oh, that's fucking great.
God damn it, Grace. Stay put for once.
Better hold on to these.
And now I've got a key. Ha ha ha. I have the key, motherfuckers.
Jeremy knew that the only one who could help him now was the guest in room number 3. The room seemed to have been empty for so long. But that wasn't allowed to be true. The story needed to be different. To include something from the outside, he would bring the guest back to room 3 and show them what was in that safe. 913. But those were not the right numbers. That was the combination for the safe in the clerk's office.
Well, thanks for that. And how are you narrating if you're dead? Well, now I've got her movie script, so fun times. There are things here that have not been solved yet, including this, which sucks because I need to figure out that, and I still haven't figured out that, so fun times.
There must be a spare key to Dr. Gray's office in here somewhere. I don't have the combination.
Yes, I do. 913.
Jeremy did.
Nine. So hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hang on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 3. It says 913, so. It literally says 913, and I'm trying my ass off, and the game's like, no, you suck. No, you're not allowed to do that. No, 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 no.
It worked.
Okay, I figured it out. I've cracked the case. Dr. Gray's office key.
The last guest in the empty room suffered from severe maladaptation. I must write this down, because if I understand the condition sufficiently, it could make me deny this fact at a later date, and there is reason for me to think I may come to suffer the consequences from this dysfunction, as some who came in contact with the guest seemed to adopt a new worldview in which everything was predetermined but broken. Upon accepting this worldview, some memories became unmanageable and later rejected. I do not know what this means. I cannot even remember the fate of the guest. I think they were simply misplaced one day and forgotten. Just like all documents pertaining to this guest, they have all been destroyed, or they never existed in the first place. Who wrote this? There has never been a guest in the empty room.
Are you the guest, or am I the guest, or is this just foretelling and foreshadowing? But I have the key. Well. Haha. Oh, but a page has been updated.
Dr. Gray was somehow mixed up in this business with the Dark Man, Detective Conway decided. He had to be. Either Dr. Gray was using the idea of the Dark Man to manipulate and torture Jeremy, or the Dark Man was an actual powerful being possessing Jeremy. And in that case, Dr. Gray was simply a stooge. Maybe both could be true at once. Conby felt his mind racing in all directions. No matter what, he had to find a way to break the pact. That was what Jeremy said was needed. It didn't even matter what was true or not. If Jeremy wouldn't leave Derceto before the contract was broken, then Conby had to make it happen. He just wished the steps on the contract made a little more sense.
Fun times.
Dr.
Let's
Gray's
raid this
office all to
motherfucking place.
myself. Let's see if we can figure this guy out.
Cassandra's things.
I have finished
Okie dokie.
tidying up Miss Beauregard's belongings. I will leave it to you to contact her agent and have them collect her things. I found one of Grace's drawings she might want back, along with this key in her room, which I believe you've been looking for. Mrs. Thompson.
The missing piece. Hello, Globe. McCarthy's pirate treasure.
This is where McCarthy has hidden my favorite young. It's very
McCarthy?
important.
Yeah, McCarthy.
This is where McCarthy has hidden.
Jeremy's treatment, okay.
Dearest Dr. Manzetti, I find myself in a losing battle with my patient. As I've disclosed in my previous letter, his delusions have him completely captured. It's bad enough that he is torturing himself with paranoia, but his madness turns out to be quite persuasive to others, effectively laying the ground for mass delusion. I am writing to you in hope that you can give me some guidance. Beyond my ambition to avoid devastating surgery on my patient, I have grown worried about my own defenses. The words of my patient are deranged, yet they often resonate with something primitive within me. I have tried photographing his brain with X-rays. It was surprisingly difficult to get good results. Dark blotches on the plates kept obscuring all details. My patient looked at the bad plates and cried out in terror, telling me the dark areas was the shadow of the worm, eating him from inside. I could not see anything out of the ordinary. I hope this is a sign that my mind is not as receptive to the madness as I had feared. After further inquiry, my patient described the shadows inside his mind as some kind of chthonic monstrosity that wants to undermine his sanctuary. This is clearly a reference to a place he calls Teroea, a sort of library or convent that works as a psychological haven. With this imaginary haven threatened by this Chthonian, he has now constructed another, less pleasant hiding spot. Lately, he has been bringing up a metaphor of a steamboat that has run aground, that he feels like he needs to start the engines and reverse, but he is afraid that the hole in the hull would cause the whole ship to sink. I've been watching him turn this metaphor into reality for the last week. He knows it's made up, but he is doubling down, trying to make it a real memory. I feel certain that this is my chance to break through the barriers of his self-deceit.
Fun time, so I gotta go back to Grace's room and use the globe. Oh? Is it actually real? Fun times. When it makes you worse, what a terrible thing to recognize that your betterment was an illusion. That you were so infatuated by the virtue of struggling that despite all your hard work, you've made no real efforts to ever become well. Or that the treatment becomes such an obsession that instead of letting your wounds heal over time, you tear at the flesh in the hope it will heal better and faster. If only it would bleed in the way you wanted. Do we ever become well? What do you think, Dr. Gray?
What a terrible thing to recognize that you're...
Oh, goddammit, am I on the boat now? No, I'm still in the place. I'm still in the, What the fuck? Forgot what it was called for a second, but I was still in Derceto, which was my point. Going to Grace's room. And a map of the Caribbean. Hell yeah, baby. Well, it gave me my weapon back after forever and telling me I don't have one, so fun times. Anyway, since I am currently safe, I'm going to end this episode here as usual. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everybody. See you later.